What's up, Rhino Squad? Nick Couch coming to you today. Happy Monday. Today is day 23 of 90. Day 23 of 90. We still have a ton of time till Hacking Better, Louisville, October 26th, 27th. Do you have your tickets in hand? Have you purchased your ticket? Have you made airplane arrangements? Have you made car transportation arrangements? Because a lot of you, it's only a short 8 to 10 hour drive to get to Louisville. And then while we're talking about events, who has seen the events for Playbook? Most of you should be planning on going to Philadelphia. Some of you might want to go to Las Vegas. If you have connections, people there that it makes sense to travel to Las Vegas. I didn't get this on my notes. What were the other locations? Trying to find it. Somebody unmute and help me. Las Vegas, Philadelphia.
San Diego, I believe.
Any help? I have all these notes except for, I have it written down, Playbook the 14th, but I forgot to write the 4 locations.
I think San Diego is one of them.
What's the 4th one, somebody? I know I have in my pictures here. I just can't. Philly. That's all right. I'm stalling for a minute. Keep going.
I'm trying to think.
It's in the back office. I have a screenshot. Here we go. Louisville, Vegas, Philly, Dallas. That was the only thing I don't have in my notes. So today is going to be a big talk about the power of events. And we're going to do some other stuff. So, guys, have you increased your commitment? Have you rearranged your schedule to make it to one of the 4 locations September 14th? Have you made arrangements to be in Louisville October 26th, October 27th for Hacking Better? This is powerful, guys. And what about all the small events between now and then? We have this Saturday, Jessica Smart's flying in from St. George, Utah. We are co-hosting an event in Harrisburg, Eisenhower Boulevard, Holiday Inn. With your $35 promoter ticket, you get 5 free guest passes. So every single one of you that are coming Saturday, why wouldn't you find 5 friends? I don't care if you find somebody at Starbucks and just be like, dude, I got an extra ticket to this awesome Hacking Better event. Hop in my car, let's go. Whatever. Like, if you buy a $35 ticket and you bring 1 guest, you should be like, why did I do that? Because you could buy a ticket for a guest for $5. So if you took 5 people and bought them all a ticket, that'd be $25. You're basically getting your ticket for $10. Or if you come by yourself, your ticket's $35. So let's think about all the little events between now and October 27th. Keto life parties. I know Jess is having one Thursday. Tony's having one Thursday in Shippensburg. Kara's having one tonight. The schedule's getting packed. It's getting full. It's getting crazy. I am totally fired up. Who else is rebooting with me? Who is in the reboot? We are in like, I don't know, 15 hours or something like that. No food, lots of water, ketones. I ate really clean this weekend. I ate a little too much at Kara's house, but it was all keto friendly. I'm on fire this morning. My energy's through the roof. I'm not hungry. I feel amazing. I love the reboot. But let's talk about the synergy of an event. Whether it's a small keto life party with 10 people, whether it's Hacking Better in Louisville with 1,500 to 2,000 people, whether it's the Playbook event with maybe 200 people. Synergy. I actually printed out the definition of synergy. The interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. So that means your team, let's just say 10 people. You working by yourself, you can only get so many results. All 10 of you working together, it is to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of the individuals. It goes back to teamwork. Like, if you get people to one of these keto life parties, if you get people to Playbook, if you get people to Hacking Better, if you take an implant, a new promoter, and 2,000 people at Prove It that are fired up as I am, you mix them into the leadership of Prove It, the success of Prove It, the people that are just winning at life, excited about life, fired up about life. It's going to be hard for that new promoter not to have a wow experience. You see it every time we have a Keto Life party. You bring a new person that's kind of skittish about ketones, and then they hear all the success and all the stories and all of our energy, and they just realize that they want to hang out with cool, fun people that are going somewhere in life, like people that are excited about life. So the synergy of events is huge. Think of the definition. Synergy is huge. And then also, over the next, 77 days? Over the next 77 days until Hacking Better, which is our biggest event coming up, you have to increase your belief, to increase your certainty, to transfer that to somebody. If you sit down with somebody to talk to them about Hacking Better and you're like, yeah, I'm going to one of those event things, rah, rah, hoo, hoo, like whatever. If you don't sound like you have belief in what we're doing and certainty in what we're doing, how are you going to transfer that? People ask me all the time, Nick, how do you get so many promoters to get the 200-pack experience pack for $1,300? I've literally had people give the pink slip to their car to a relative for a $1,300 loan. Literally. Because you have to have the belief and the certainty that there's no other option other than coming in with that experience pack. Why do we take 30 plus people to every event? Because I have my own belief, my own certainty. I've been to the events. I know what I get out of the events, and I transfer that into it. That's what I'm doing right now. My belief, my energy, my certainty, I'm transferring that to all of you right now. But there's power in the events, guys. Have you committed? How many people are you bringing with you? Set a goal. Let's focus the next 77 days on getting that many people there. I still have a goal of 100 people to Hacking Better. I think we're around 30. So basically, we need to find one person every day for the next 77 days to get to Hacking Better so that we can all hit the goal as a team. I set the goals for the team. The speed of the leader is based on the speed of the team is based on the speed of the leader. So let's talk about the action we're taking now for the next 77 days. What action have you taken for the last 23 days? Some of you, I know every time I log into this Zoom, I'm going to see your face because you're consistent. You're showing up. You're on the Zoom. Stacy, you're on these Zooms. I don't think you've missed one yet. Deb Potts, you're on all these Zooms. Not saying that you should go beat yourself up because you missed one. That's why there's replays. Sometimes life happens. But your action, it's kind of like me. I've recommitted myself to working out. I just completed week 4. Do I have a six-pack yet? No. Because the gym is a great analogy. You don't go to the gyms and do a set of 10 and have giant biceps. You don't go do a core workout and have abs. It is a pursuit to the goal. Also, your commitment has to match it. Like, I've never wanted a six-pack. I've never wanted abs. So that's why I don't have one. I'm not committed to it. But let's think about New Year's resolutions. Everybody's excited. December 31st, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to pay off debt. I'm going to buy that new car. I'm going to buy that new house. We're going to go on that vacation. Whatever most people's New Year's resolution is, to lose weight or get in better shape. But let's think about it. The first 30 days of the year, Gold's Gym, Planet Fitness, Orange Theory Fitness, they've got more people in the gym than any other time of the year because they're excited about the goal. They're excited. Yeah, I'm working out. Week 1, I'm super excited. Week 2, I'm still super excited, but I'm not seeing my abs yet. Week 3, I'm still super excited. Nope, no abs. Week 4, still excited. No abs. Quit. Most people quit on their goals and their New Year's resolutions by the end of January. Imagine if they would have, instead of doing 7 days a week in the gym, if they just did 2 weeks in the gym for all 52 weeks. I bet you they would have that six-pack, or I bet you they would have those biceps and triceps that they're looking for. So, guys, these results don't happen overnight. And that's where we're going to implant the Chinese bamboo tree. Actually, I know the story, but I wanted to print it out from a great website. So who on here, turn your cameras on, raise your hands, who knows the Chinese bamboo story? All right, so I'm going to read it word for word for you. Like any plant, growth of the Chinese bamboo tree requires nurturing, water, fertile soil, sunshine. In the first year, we see no visible signs of activity. Guess what? In the second year, again, no growth above the soil. Third year, fourth year, still nothing. Imagine watering a plant for 4 years and it never breaks through the soil. You don't even see it. Is it working? Is it not working? That's my tangent that I had in there. Our patience is tested, and we begin to wonder if our efforts, our caring and our watering, etc., will ever be rewarded. And guess what? And finally, in the 5th year, behold a miracle. We experience growth, and what growth it is. The Chinese bamboo tree grows 80 feet above soil in just 6 weeks. In just 6 weeks. Imagine there's nothing in the soil. In 6 weeks, you have an 80-foot tree. That is absolutely insane. So the story goes on to say, but let's be serious. Does the Chinese bamboo tree really grow 80 feet in those 6 weeks? No. Or did the Chinese bamboo tree lie dormant for 4 years only to grow exponentially in the 5th year? No. Or was the little tree growing underground developing a root system strong enough to support its potential for outward growth in the 5th year and beyond? The answer is, of course, and obvious. Had the tree not developed a strong, unseen foundation, it could not have sustained its life as it grew. If it didn't have a strong root system, it wouldn't be able to hold up an 80-foot tree. The same principle is true for people. People who have patiently toiled towards worthwhile dreams and goals, building strong character while overcoming adversity and challenge, grow the strong internal foundation to handle success. While get-rich-quickers and lottery winners usually are unable to sustain unearned sudden wealth. Why do most lottery ticket winners go bankrupt in the first year? Because they didn't build the foundation to handle that $100 million jackpot. So had the Chinese bamboo tree farmer dug up the little seed every year, curious to see if it was growing. Hold on, I lost track. He would have stunted the Chinese bamboo tree's growth as surely as a caterpillar is doomed to a life on the ground if it is freed from its struggle inside the cocoon prematurely. The struggle in the cocoon is what gives the future butterfly the wing power to fly. Just as tension against muscles as we exercise strengthens our muscles, while muscles left alone will soon go to atrophy. So, guys, this stuff, if you turn to any success book, it's the same stuff. If you look at the bamboo tree, it's the same stuff. Great book, which I recommend everybody read at some point, Mastery by George Leonard. It is the keys to success and long-term fulfillment. This is a book about martial arts. My son has been doing jiu-jitsu for 3 years. He's one of the best kids in his class because he has 3 years of experience. He's been practicing those skills for 3 years. But guess what? Just because he's good doesn't mean that his professor gives him a freaking black belt. No, you got to earn it. You got to be a white belt before you can be a gray belt. You got to be a gray belt before you can be a gray belt with a black stripe. You got to be a gray belt with a black stripe before you can be the yellow belt, before you can be the purple belt, before you can be the blue belt, the brown belt. It's a tiered system. It takes about 16 years of experience to earn, not given, earn the rights to a black belt. Just because you're really good and you might possess some talent of a black belt doesn't mean you're a black belt. Just because you know the moves doesn't mean you can handle it. You have to earn your way up. And I'm getting a little off subject here because it went back to the story of the bamboo tree. But the story of the human potential tree, aka you. The Chinese bamboo tree is a perfect parable to our own experience with personal growth and change, whether we are working on ourselves or coaching others. It is never easy. It's slow to show any progress. It's frustrating and unrewarding at times, but it's so worth it, especially if we can be patient and persistent. Can you be patient and persistent? I've known Brian James since high school. Most of you know him. Brian James was, I would say, pretty much unsuccessful for 11, 12 years. Did Brian James work hard? Was Brian James consistent? Was Brian James committed to his goals? Absolutely. I can almost tell you the day, the week, the month that Brian James's business grew 80 feet like a bamboo tree. I can tell you exactly when it happened. I remember phone calls with Brian James when this shit started unfolding and blowing up. It's the same thing. Kelly and I are almost 4 years in. Are we where we wanted to be? Are we where we set our goals 4 years ago? No. Are we consistent? Are we patient? Are we persistent? Yes. So many of you, I know your businesses. I know who's consistent. I know who's persistent. I know who's patient. I know who's showing up. those results don't come tomorrow. If you go make a Facebook post, those results aren't going to come tomorrow. You have to know it and you have to own it. Are you showing up? And then can you relay and teach it with certainty and conviction? So let's talk about showing up. We are having these Go Challenge Zooms, Fast Start Zooms every Wednesday. I'm pretty sure Kelly just changed those to Business Boot Camp. We're going to mix it up a little bit. But we're giving you guys trainings Wednesday on how to launch your new promoters. Are you plugging your new promoters into those? Are you getting on those? Well, why should I get on there, Nick? I already went GoPro and MVP. Because you got to learn it so you can teach it. You got to learn the language and you have to learn it so you can teach it. We had about 15 people in my sunroom. Brian James flew in from Alaska. And he said, who in the room could get on a Zoom right now with my entire team and teach GoPro and Go MVP? Guess who raised their hand? Kelly and I. Brian James made this analogy. He said, guess how many people in this room are earning over $100,000 a year? I'm not making income claims. How many people in this room out of those 15 people are earning over $100,000 per year? Nick and Kelly Couch. Because we've learned it. We can teach it. We have conviction and certainty. Some of you, that's all you need is to just up your certainty, up your conviction. People will follow you because they see you're going somewhere. They don't know where you're going or why you're going there. They just want to go because you're going. It's so much certainty. I've got so much certainty in ketones and ketosis and all the stuff that we do because I've got hundreds of success stories. I've got pictures on my phones. I've got text messages screenshotted and saved in an album of people that text me like, oh my God, I'm down 16 pounds. Oh my God, my daughter had energy, whatever. So you just have to, that's why we show up to these Zooms. That's why we do these every day. That's why I'm taking an hour out of my life to plan and present this to you. And I'm almost at 20 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this quick. But guys, don't just know it, own it, and then teach it, share it, go spread this message to the world. So I've been running all of the Go Pro, Go MVP, Go All-Star, Go Challenge Wednesday night Zooms, which will now be a business boot camp. I'm going to start calling on some of you to, have you learned it? Are you ready to teach it? So we gotta start passing the torch. It's a relay race. And then Saturdays, 2:15 p.m., we're doing a 10-minute product, 10-minute opportunity call. Who on here could talk for 10 minutes of product and 10 minutes opportunity? If you're like, if you just got shaky in your knees because you're like, oh shit, I hope Nick doesn't call on me this week, you might want to go practice some of these. Like fall asleep at night with headphones in, listening to me talk Go Pro, Go MVP. Go on the Fast Start website, go on the Prove It Promoter website, fall asleep listening to Nick Martinez teach Go Pro, Go MVP. Just because you know you need 800 and 1,000, 800 and 1,000, two customers, doesn't mean you can teach it. Doesn't mean you can relay the importance of it. So, guys, there's a lot of things that are important, and we have 77 days till hacking better. I hope that every one of you that catching this live and everybody that catches this on the replay gets a ticket, gets in the seat, because the synergy of being in the Palace Theater in Louisville with 1,500 plus fired up, excited promoters, hearing science from the doctors, hearing mindset and brain cognitive, like, is your brain strong enough? David Goggins is going to bring the freaking heat. I know I have his book on the shelf somewhere, but I don't see it. Have you read David Goggins' book? Have you, like, I would recommend that you read this book, listen to this book on audio, watch some of his YouTube videos before you get to hacking better so you know who this guy is. So when he comes on stage and he talks about his childhood of abuse, becoming a Navy SEAL, becoming an Army Ranger, running 100-mile races, it's going to shift your mindset that you're holding yourself back. Your mind can do more than your body will give up before your mind does. So the call to action today is 5 engagements, 5 attractions, 5 connections, or 5 experience enrollments. So maybe that's 5 experience packs. Maybe that's 2 attractions, attraction post, and attraction post in your story, 1 connection third party, 1 connection to a resource, 1 enrollment, 1 experience pack, 5. It could be 4 attractions, 1 enrollment. It could be 2 attractions, 2 connections, 1 enrollment. It could be 5 connections that will eventually become an enrollment. So 5 A's, C's, or E's. You pick. If you're like, I don't know what an attract, connect, and roll is, you might want to go back and watch some of the videos on our YouTube channel. Guys, I'm right at 20 minutes. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Let's make a balls to the walls, excuse me for that analogy. Let's make a all-out effort to get as many people to Keto Life parties, get as many people to All About Better Saturday in Harrisburg with Jessica Smart and myself, Kelly. Let's make it a point to get as many people to Playbook. Let's make it a point to get as many people to Hacking Better. Your business will be bigger coming out the more people you have to these events. I've got to stop this recording because we're at the 20-minute mark. Thanks for showing up. I hope you guys enjoy the replay. We will see you soon.